Hello, good morning. My name's Alan Twigg for Plant-Based Heroes. So the second on my list, but a lot of people think the most important reason for going to a plant-based diet is for ethical reasons. So basically for the animals, or rather to prevent the suffering and unnecessary cruelty to animals. Now, it's second on my list. It's actually first on my list now, but it's second in this series because most people go on a plant-based diet primarily for health reasons. But not much time passes generally before you make the connection between what you eat and where it comes from. Now, I know you're thinking, and I've always known. I've been vegan for 5 years, and obviously, probably like you've always known that bacon comes from a pig, that chicken comes from a chicken, and so on. But we kind of bury that, don't we? We don't like to think about it, do we? We kind of just ignore it. We push that knowledge away to a dark place in our minds where we never really go there, do we? We prefer to just ignore it and pretend that the world of animals, or the way that animals are being treated is the way that we're being told by the animal agriculture companies. When we walk down the supermarket aisle and we see all that meat packaged and the nice little friendly symbols of happy cows and happy pigs, and then we walk past the eggs and we see all these happy chicken pictures, and that's what we like to believe, isn't it? We don't really think past that. We're very willing, aren't we, to accept that vision of the world because that's what we want to believe. And the reason that we want to believe that is because we're all compassionate by nature. I mean, we are, aren't we? If we were walking down the street and we saw somebody cruelly beating a dog or kicking a cat or generally being cruel to an animal, we would be horrified and we would probably intervene because we're compassionate. That's our nature. But at the same time, we also like the taste of bacon. So we have a problem, don't we? We have a problem because on the one hand, we want to eat the bacon and we want to have the taste of cheese and we want to have this taste pleasure. But on the other hand, we don't want to harm animals. So we make this story, don't we? We have this fantasy land of happy animals giving their milk and so we can make cheese, and giving their bodies so we can eat them. And, you know, the truth is it's completely different. It's a horrific life that animals live through. It's unnecessary suffering for billions and billions of animals, including fish. The life of a dairy cow even is, you know, I mean, a dairy cow normally would live to over 20 years old. The typical age of a dairy cow when it's slaughtered is something around 6. So dairy cows live basically just a quarter of the life. And, you know, the mothers are separated from their calves after just a day or two. They cry because they want to be near each other. Animals have feelings, just like we have feelings, and we inflict horrors on animals. And until we go plant-based, until we move to a plant-based diet, we don't like to think about it. We like I say, we hide it away. And but the good news is, once we've been on a plant-based diet or we've moved towards a plant-based diet, we start to feel better about ourselves. And that's why most people, virtually all people who start down this road, so a lot of people, just like I did, start for health reasons. But it's great because you notice then that you're also, by being in the first instance egotistical, you're also being compassionate to animals. And this really grew in me. So there's a whole module on my course on ethics and animals. It's really good. There's I'll do a long video or a longer video about what I've just been talking about now. And there's a large section on resources where there's some links to some of the world's best documentaries on what's really going on. And these are not horrific videos that you can't watch because they're gory. They are really videos that just tells you the truth about what's going on, that gives you that knowledge and empowers you. So some really, really interesting things in there that will just strengthen your determination to make this change that I know you want to make. Because if you're watching this video, then obviously you're a compassionate person who's been thinking about maybe making a change for a long time. And now you're getting to the point where you're thinking, okay, I need to do something. And if you weren't thinking that, you wouldn't be watching this video. So I know that you're near, and I hope you manage to make that change. And if you are perhaps thinking, oh, I could just do with a little bit more motivation, then I've made an online course called the Plant-Based Heroes. It's really, really good. It's got 8 modules. It's full of information. There are there's over 100 videos on there, more than 100 lessons. There's recipes. There's all sorts of things on there that will help you make the change that I think you want to make. And the good news is you can try it all for just €1 for something like 85p. So go ahead and click the link below and just try my course, learn as much as you want. And then just, if you want to cancel within the 7 days, just cancel. If you want to carry on and learn a little bit more, it's €29 a month. So it's really great value, and hopefully it will help you just make those changes that you want to make. So yeah, I hope you've learned something from this, and it's encouraged you maybe to take that step. Thanks for being with me here this morning, and hope to see you soon in the course. Bye-bye.